My 600lb Life Season 11 featured the story of Mark Rutland. He appeared in the show at 715 pounds and was already dealing with multiple health complications. His weight also left him nearly immobile, making it more difficult for him to lose weight. He also made a shocking decision not to proceed with bariatric surgery. He wants to prove that he can get himself back on track naturally. But it seems Mark has something to say about the show after all the help he got from Dr. Now. Keep reading to see his shocking accusations. Mark is one of Dr. Now's most determined patients. He followed the bariatric surgeon's difficult regimens. He dropped 97 pounds by just doing a strict diet and exercising. The My 600lb Life star also eventually got himself a home job. But despite being qualified for bariatric surgery, Mark surprised everyone after revealing that he was not planning to undergo the operation. Instead, he wanted to lose weight naturally, adding that he felt the procedure was cheating. Mark lost a total of 137 pounds by the end of his episode, dropping his weight down to 578 pounds. Some Redditors react to Mark Rutland's recent social media post calling out TLC and the show for being a fraud. According to the My 600lb Life star, he thought the show would finally change his life, and he felt so blessed after getting accepted when he applied. However, he revealed that things didn't go as he'd expected. He revealed everything was fake, including the grocery store and eating scenes. Mark said that the producers told him that no one could save him. He said, "I was told by a producer that no one can save you, no other doctor can save you, you can't save yourself, not even your God can save you, only this doctor can save you." Mark also told his followers that he still has many things to reveal if people are interested, adding that the show never paid him. He continued, "They never paid me, so I'm curious to see how they will be able to enforce the NDA. Guess we fixing to find out." Several Reddit users were shocked by Mark's claims. "Those weigh-ins didn't look like frauds. I saw you on the scale. That AI? Is this the one who was talking to a minor?" "Yep, the only news or words I want to hear from him was how he was curb-stomped by a teenager's dad who found out. He has no words I want to hear even if he tells the truth about the show. This man is toxic and deserves any shit given to him. Isn't he the one that never had the surgery and wanted to do it his own?" He said all of those words to not really say anything. He could have just spilled the tea. Of course we want to know. I read through his comments on the post, and he really hasn't said anything. Other than not getting paid, he hasn't really said anything revealing. Aside from his controversial claims, Mark has also been sharing motivational messages online. Recently, the My 600lb Life star shared a strong message for people who are also dealing with obesity. According to Mark, changing life is hard, but it gets harder the longer a person waits. Mark Rutland admitted that he struggled with progressing and almost gave up on life. But he started to believe in himself and work one step at a time. Mark has yet to share his current weight. But he revealed in August 2023 that he had already dropped over 300 pounds, which could mean that he's now somewhere below 200 pounds based on his new photos and clips. Mark Rutland exposes My 600lb Life as a fraud. The truth behind the reality show. Mark Rutland, a former participant on TLC's hit reality show My 600lb Life, has come forward with explosive claims that the series is not what it seems. In a shocking turn of events, Rutland has called the show a fraud, accusing the producers of manipulating storylines, fabricating narratives, and failing to provide adequate support for its participants. His allegations have reignited a debate about the ethics of reality TV and how far networks will go for ratings. The illusion of reality TV. Reality television has always operated in a gray area between truth and entertainment, but Rutland's accusations suggest that My 600lb Life takes this deception to an extreme. The show follows individuals suffering from severe obesity as they embark on a weight loss journey under the guidance of Dr. Rutland, a no-nonsense bariatric surgeon. Each episode portrays dramatic struggles, emotional breakthroughs, and inspiring transformations, or, in some cases, tragic setbacks. However, according to Rutland, much of what audiences see is a carefully constructed illusion. "It made it seem like I was in a much worse situation than I actually was," he claimed in a recent interview. "They forced me to say things that weren't true, made me seem more desperate, and edited my story in a way that was completely misleading." Manipulation behind the scenes. Rutland alleges that producers deliberately push participants into extreme situations to create compelling television. They wanted drama, he said. They encouraged fights with my family, exaggerated my struggles, and even made me redo scenes to make them more emotional. He also revealed that the show's filming process was grueling and invasive. They would film me for hours, sometimes in the most humiliating ways possible. If I protested, they threatened to cut me from the program. It wasn't about helping me, it was about making good TV. Rutland's claims echo complaints made by other former participants. Several cast members have previously accused the show of prioritizing entertainment over actual medical care. Some have even filed lawsuits against the production company, Megalomedia, citing emotional distress, breach of contract, and failure to cover medical expenses, false promises, and lack of support. One of the most damning allegations Rutland makes is that the show did not provide the medical and psychological support it promised. They made it seem like I would have a whole team helping me every step of the way, he explained. But after filming, I was left on my own. Participants are often portrayed as receiving extensive counseling, nutritional guidance, and aftercare, but Rutland says that wasn't the case for him. Once the cameras were off, they didn't care. I had to figure out everything by myself. Some former cast members have reported similar issues, claiming they were left to deal with the aftermath of drastic weight loss without adequate medical support. This has led to serious health complications for some, while others have struggled with depression and anxiety after their episodes aired editing tricks and scripted scenes. Another major accusation is that the show relies heavily on deceptive editing. Rutland claims that scenes were manipulated to fit a predetermined narrative. They cut out anything that didn't fit their story. If I had a good day, they ignored it. If I broke down and cried, they focused on it and played dramatic music over it. He also alleges that some moments were entirely scripted. There were times when producers would tell me what to say, or they'd ask me to repeat something in a more dramatic way. They made my life seem more miserable than it really was. These accusations raise serious questions about the integrity of my 600lb life and the ethical responsibility of reality TV producers. Are they truly invested in helping participants, or is their primary goal to maximize ratings? The dark side of reality TV. Rutland's claims highlight a broader issue in the world of reality television. Many shows have been accused of exploiting vulnerable people for entertainment, often leaving them worse off than they were before. My 600lb life is particularly problematic because it deals with individuals facing severe health crises. Participants are often at high risk of medical complications, and their mental health is equally fragile. The pressure of being on national television, combined with extreme weight loss attempts, can have devastating effects. In some cases, former participants have tragically passed away, raising concerns about whether the show does enough to ensure their well-being. While Dr. Nozaruddin has built a reputation as a dedicated and skilled surgeon, his tough love approach has been criticized for being too harsh, especially when paired with a production team that seems more interested in drama than actual care. Legal battles and public outcry. Rutland is not the first former cast member to speak out. Over the years, several participants have filed lawsuits against Megalomedia, alleging negligence, fraud, and emotional distress. Some have accused the company of failing to pay for medical expenses, while others have claimed they were pressured into signing exploitative contracts. In response to these allegations, the production company has largely remained silent, though they have denied any wrongdoing in legal proceedings. TLC, the network that airs My 600lb Life, has also avoided addressing the controversy directly. Despite these legal battles, the show remains popular, with a dedicated fan base that eagerly watches each new season. However, Rutland's revelations may cause some viewers to question whether they are watching genuine stories of transformation or highly manipulated, exploitative television. A call for change. As more former participants come forward with similar claims, the pressure is mounting on TLC and Megalomedia to address these concerns. Rutland is calling for increased transparency and better treatment of cast members. They need to take responsibility, he insists. If they really care about helping people, they should provide real support, not just what looks good on camera. He is also urging fans of the show to be more critical of what they see. Don't believe everything you watch. These shows are designed to make you feel a certain way, but that doesn't mean they're telling the truth. What's next for Mark Rutland? Since appearing on My 600lb Life, Rutland has continued his weight loss journey outside the spotlight. He is focusing on his health and well-being, seeking support from professionals who are not affiliated with reality TV. "I'm doing this for me, not for a show," he says. "I want to get healthy, but I also want to expose the truth about what really goes on behind the scenes." Rutland is considering taking legal action against Megalomedia, joining the growing list of former cast members who feel they were exploited. Whether or not his efforts lead to significant changes in reality TV remains to be seen, but his willingness to speak out is shedding light on the darker side of the industry. Final thoughts. Mark Rutland's accusations against My 600lb Life are a stark reminder that reality TV is not always what it seems. While the show presents itself as a beacon of hope for those struggling with obesity, the reality behind the scenes may be far less uplifting. His story raises important questions about the ethics of television production, the responsibility of networks, and the true cost of seeking help in front of millions of viewers. As more former participants come forward, the truth about My 600lb Life may finally be revealed, forcing the industry to reconsider how it treats those who trust it with their most vulnerable moments. If you're looking for more news about My 600lb Life, subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for all your updates.